From shock to structure, November begins the season of renewal and synchronization. The cracks were not punishment, they were permission. This is the great settling where the cracks become conduits. Now that the structure is visible, we may begin the rebuilding of truth. November sings in the echoes of secrets revealed. The world stands amid debris, not of destruction, but of exposure. A shutdown and a shock. The systems cracked open by Shocktober now show their bones and organs, and with business, organizations. What we see, we can finally identify and repair. This is Mars and Saturn's shared month for dominion, fire and earth, will and form. The sacred union of devotion and discipline. Together they teach. What was shaken must now be shaped. The mission for the month of November: build what endures. You will know it is real if it has momentum. You will discover the universe is on your side and seems to be communicating and helping you. Mars says always trust your gut, and Saturn says only those that take action receive reward. Take the truth revealed and forge it into foundation. Everything you are learning is to align you with Source and prepare you for the future of novelty and discovery. The month's lesson: awareness without structure is chaos. Structure without awareness is tyranny. Together, they become mastery. For those who are energy people, the signature and elemental tone will be fire, tempered by earth. Action with accountability. Those with responsibility have the advantage in the game during the month of November. Those who have nothing to lose simply lose. The key words that activate the energy, force, and power of November: renewal, design, reconstruction, integrity, blueprint, and the boss. Key word shared by both Mars and Saturn: synchronization. The North Star for the advanced players: measure twice, build once. Time is the true architect. Inertia is the prize for November. The game with that prize will be in the arenas of war and renaissance. The choice is in your hands. The warpath: resentment, retaliation, and cynicism. Those still trapped in the theater of Shocktober will replay old scripts, fighting phantoms of fear, building walls instead of bridges, fortification and preparation the goal. The Renaissance path: power, respect, and discipline. Choosing to use the revealed cracks as guidance. Builders, teachers, healers, and inventors now find their momentum again. November rewards the organized dreamer. Survivalists turn to creatives. The illusions and drama presented begin to no longer sway influence or opinion. The mind begins to fly. The heart begins to beat. The gut begins to flex. The body begins to act. We begin our evolution into learning how to use our new abilities. Those abilities directly tied to the elements of earth, air, water, and fire. Air is the mind, sharpening our imagination. Water is the gut, the source of our instincts. Earth, our body. What are you made of? Your intrinsic strength. Fire is your heart, the creator of your intuition. The month of November will present 4 pillars of renewal. Mars plus Saturn together require a directive. Number 1, reinforce foundations. What survived the storm so far this year? Audit your structures: physical, emotional, financial, and spiritual. This is not a time to be lazy. The actions to be taken by the players in the game: repair systems, not symptoms. There is a big difference. Replace what broke, refine what bent. The mantra: I fortify what I love. Number 2, design with discipline. Mars gives momentum. Saturn gives method. Together, they forge mastery. The actions to be taken by the players in the game? Create simple, repeatable frameworks for stability, routines, savings, and strategies. And get good at it. Be aware of each move you make. The mantra? Creation is my ritual. Number 3, ignite purpose. Energy without direction is burnout. Direction without passion is stagnation. The actions to be taken by the players in the game? Reconnect to why you began. Rebuild enthusiasm for what matters. Put your energy into things that move and motivate you. The secret reward will be finding fulfillment and joy. Mars says you must have courage, which is only found within. The mantra? Fire obeys the architect. Number 4, unify what was divided. Shock fractured unity. We can all see each side of the game now. We all know who is who. November invites reconciliation. The actions to be taken by the players in the game? Initiate one reconnection, a friend, team, or dream left behind. Repair a regret or forgive a wrongdoer. This will be the hardest test during the month. The mantra? What I mend becomes my legacy. Number 5. There are 4 pillars of renewal which form a foundation, but November also begins the framework era. Now here is a bonus 5th pillar that symbolizes the transition from foundation to system. Pillar 5. Calibrate continuity. The shock was personal. The structure is collective. The actions to be taken by the players in the game? Create systems that endure without you. Inertia and momentum will be your reward. Build communities. Automate the right habits, which is narrow. There are many wrong habits. And teach what you've learned through experience. The mantra? Continuity is consciousness extended. Awareness, the director. Within the November Immortal Cosmic Ledger of Inheritance, we begin with 1 of 13. Uranus with the domain of law. His role will be rewriting rules to match reality in the month of November. Reform begins. Get ready for new rules to the game of life. Uranus holds up the power of the pen. Number 2, Jupiter. His domain? Politics. Pragmatism replaces rhetoric and the managers begin addressing grievances. Alliances fall and new ones form. New generation of leaders rise. A new mindset starts to decentralized into community first. Number 3, Neptune, the domain of commerce. Currency shifts toward tangible value. Trust becomes the coin. Talks of linking currency to precious metals or strategic assets and then allowing the banking system to promote and fund environmentally friendly and sustainable projects. Number 4, Venus, the domain of culture. Desire matures into devotion. Beauty as service. Leading, speaking, and acting from the heart. The month of November will give you the inspiration to work on a project that makes the world a better place. Number 5, Mercury, the domain of technology. Age with AI and a billion new, unique human minds create the circumstances for the inevitable renaissance to come, and the competition and contention that keeps it advancing, adapting, improving, and evolving. 6 and 7, Mars and Saturn, fire and earth their domain. Courage to act again, not reaction, but construction. Systems stabilize, plans replace panic. A great synchronization begins to move in place. We get a glimpse of how the game of life is played, how it works. Coordination, collaboration, and synchronization at just the right moment in time. Number 8, Pluto, the domain of media. Spectacle quiets, stories of recovery rise. The money dries up in unexpected places, so the confusion and language breaks from programming. Entertainers and celebrities start to lose their shine unless they change with the times. An internet game show rises to the consciousness and popularity of truth seekers. Number 9, Moon, the domain of community. Local rebuilding efforts, charity as currency, voting with your money and your labor. People see the value in those around them and begin to connect more with community events. Fashion also starts to noticeably change. People will dress up more when they go out, not because of the fall, but because of how they start to feel better about themselves and what is important to them. Number 10, the Sun, domain of leadership. Authentic voices replace performance. More and more people begin to stand up for themselves. This alone changes systems in incalculable ways. Number 11, Star, the domain of rising people and influence. Builders, thinkers, and healers gain the spotlight. Number 12, Shadow, the domain of secrets. Integration of truth, no more hiding. We will see many stories of treasures, documents, and ancient tech being released, preparing us for what's to come. Number 13, the Villain, the Catalyst, the domain of chaos. The teacher rests. Lesson learned. Chaos pauses to watch your next move. Remember, in elemental hypertech, there is the great pause, the in-between of the inward breath and the outward breath. Don't forget about that moment everything switches. This is where the flex and adaptability happens. Let's look at the weekly forecast, which is a practical map of what to expect. Week 1, November 1 through November 7. This is the stabilization period. Saturn rebuilds the scaffolding. Systems demand order. Deadlines return. Bureaucracy becomes a blessing again when applied with integrity. The flags will be new policy frameworks, trade recalibrations, or community projects funded. The act, reorganize, create structures around your freedom. Week 2, which is November 8th through the 14th, this is the mobilization period. Mars reignites drive. The energy that felt aimless now finds a mission. The flags, defense upgrades, productivity spikes, and labor reforms. The acts you will see? You will channel energy into progress, not punishment. Use fire to weld, not burn. Week 3, November 15th through the 21st. This is the integration period. Shadow and Venus hold dialogue. Secrets lose power when spoken. Emotional intelligence becomes strategic intelligence. And the flags will be reconciliations, public apologies, truth-sharing moments. And the act for you is choose forgiveness as innovation. Free yourself from repeating loops. Week 4, November 22nd through the 30th, is the construction period. The Immortals align, Earth and Fire merge in full strength. Civilization's blueprint for 2026 begin drafting itself through human will. Civilization 1 and Civilization 2 start to show cracks between them as well. The flags, announcements of long-term infrastructure, AI ethics reforms, and creative renaissances. Your act would be to launch what you've prepared. The timing window opens. Clarity becomes currency. When you take all 4 weeks of November, this is the synchronization period. The 5 macro signals to watch are, within the markets, the rewriting of value. This will be Neptune and Uranus. Talks of asset-backed currencies or value-linked exchanges begin circulating between trade blocs. A new trust-based pilot system will quietly test integration between AI auditing and real-world commerce. The flags here will be an announcement involving digital assets, sustainability credits, or resource parity models. This is the where the rebuilding phase begins. Expect corrections, stabilizing into new baselines, tangible assets favored over speculation. These will move fast and have resources behind them to ensure they complete the mission and tasks. Too much is at stake for the players of international games. Number 2, politics, the silence of spectacle. Pluto shows his hand. One major entertainment shock fades fast. The public begins turning away from distraction, and truth-based storytelling movements gain traction. The flags here are a viral rise of documentaries or creators focusing on rebuilding, localism, or craft. Shifts from polarization to reconstruction narratives. Pragmatic unity movements form. Alliances begin to come out of the shadows, and new narratives begin to present themselves for population approval. Number 3, technology, the convergence movement. This will be Mars and Saturn around November 18th through the 20th. Actions taken in alignment, clarity plus consistency begin showing instant rewards. The flags here will be news of a coordination breakthrough, governments, science, or humanitarians solving something faster than expected. The breakthrough in quantum communication and human-AI collaboration frameworks, we get better skilled at working together to reach specific goals and building more solution-oriented systems. Number 4, Earth systems, the code of cooperation, Mercury and the Moon. Emerging technology meets public trust again. A new communication tool or AI co-pilot that focuses on community and emotional wellness goes mainstream. The flags to watch for here are a viral app or announcement centered on well-being, group harmony, or digital empathy. Geothermal and solar projects surge. Natural patterns synchronize unusually. The world exhales. Number 5, social field, the breath of Earth, Venus, and Sun. A wave of focus on local sustainability and personal authenticity in leadership emerges. The flags here are public figures using words like integrity, rebuilding, human-centered, or gratitude. Forgiveness becomes fashionable, vulnerability seen as leadership. For a personal calibration, ask yourself, what part of me cracked open in Shocktober, and how can I reinforce it with love? Each answer is a blueprint. Each act of healing is civilization reborn. The action you take has ripples across the living universe, touching us all. With November being the dawn of renewal, and so we build, not to conquer, but to harmonize. The architect has handed us the tools, the warrior, the will. November is the heartbeat between what cracked and what climbs. Synchronized, we rise. Shock revealed the fractures. Structure reveals the future. Those who see the cracks as curses will repeat them. Those who see them as contours will rebuild a masterpiece. The covert has become overt. The hidden is now mapped. November offers the gift of secrets revealed. What must be healed, rebuilt, or forgiven? And in December, the cycle will complete. This will be the month of reflection, where the architect's hand rests and the world breathes in its new form. Until then, build with love, act with courage, design with time.